Right, I'm back. So this is not a video I wanted to make today. A video I wanted to make, my next video, I wanted to be about the champions and my thoughts on that and who I think is going to go through, blah, 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 all that. I haven't been able to get to it, but I have a little time today and I want something to vent to after this terrible performance. So yeah, I woke up at 6:15 in the morning for this shit, for Man City to lose 2-1 versus Leeds. 2 shots, 2 goals, right? Fucking hell, man. 2 shots, 2 goals. One at the end of the first half, and one at the end of the second half. It was like they put a dagger in my heart every time I was gaining confidence. Because this was actually an enjoyable match for me to watch for the most part. John Stones, Ake or Ache, however y'all want to say it. Or Nathan Ake. I don't know, whatever. Fernandinho, they looked so confident and really good on the ball. I mean, John Stones looked like he was a natural midfielder out there on the ball. I mean, he was sending dudes left and right. And it was really enjoyable to watch. I was enjoying the match. The only thing I wasn't enjoying is our finishing, of course. We had about 30 opportunities and only got one in the net. Sterling has been really shocking lately. I mean, this is why he doesn't start, and I don't think he can complain to Pep. I mean, he hasn't been starting lately, and we all know he's not that great of a finisher. Ever since that Lyon, he's been absolutely dreadful in front of goal. But I still liked him because I liked how good he is at beating players. I mean, I was always confident that he could get past almost anyone, unless it's Wan-Bissaka. But today, he just couldn't do anything right today. I mean, he had tons of opportunities to hit it in the back of the net. Fernandinho put it on a freaking plate for him. He hits it wide, of course. He had tons of opportunity to drive even further, maybe get a curler or a shot, pass it. I don't know. So many different options, but every time he got the ball, he made the wrong choice. He was trying to hit it from 30 yards, 20 yards out, which is, I encourage that sometimes, but not when it's Sterling, who can't even finish from 5-7 yards out right now. So he was really irritating me today. I think he should have been off 15, 20 minutes into the second half. But we can't just blame him today. I mean, this was a team effort. I mean, 30 opportunities, they have to be put in the back of the net. Bernardo Silva missed a couple that should have went in. Joe Cancelo had some shocking, terrible crosses today that I felt like if it would have been better, we definitely could have had an opportunity to ping it in the back of the net. Phil Foden came in a little bit too late, and yeah, and it's irritating because we were like really starting to put it on them during the end of the second half, and then they just get that. I mean, it was a nice goal, but it was their first shot of the game, and 44th minute, and you're only getting one shot, but yet they were up 1-0 up at halftime, and I was just like, whatever. They got their red card a couple minutes later. I was like, we're going to put it on them. We're going to win 2-3-1. In the second half, it looked more of the same. We were just putting tons of pressure on them, looking really good. John Stones was getting some hits that I thought he was gonna bang one. I thought Fernandinho could bang one. They were a little unlucky not to get one, and then we finally break through when Gundogan comes in. He gets an assist to Ferran Torres, who, other than that goal, was really just not there. I mean, I didn't hear much about him. I mean, that's what tend to happens when you get in matches. You just don't really hear much. He doesn't really do much. Doesn't make that big of an effect. But he got his goal today, and I was really happy. And I was like, 1-1. I'll take a draw. I would have taken a draw today. I would have been fine with the draw today. Still had the opportunity to be at least 9 points up. If Man United would have won their 2 games in hand, I would have been fine with that. But we went for it, and I was starting to gain more confidence that we could maybe get a second one. But as soon as I got that confidence, another counterattack. And what's irritating about this counterattack is that like I said, John Stones and them were really pushing up, which I didn't mind, but he took off Nathan Ake. I always call him Nathan because I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he took off Nathan for who was it? Phil Foden, one of them, right? For another attacker, and they dropped Fernandinho as center back. No, I don't really like Fernandinho as a center back. I mean, he does fine there, but he's way too slow, and we could see it. Ederson had a really nice save there on Fofana on that 1v1, but I mean, as soon as Fernandinho got back there, he got burnt 3 times. I mean, but anybody can burn him. He's not that quick of a player. I'm not saying he's a bad center back or a bad defender, but he's just not that quick. And I mean, I saw the goal a mile away. As soon as it got off and they were at our half line, I seen what's his name? He scored 2 goals on me. I should know it was his name. I forgot his name. As soon as I saw him making the run and they played the ball perfectly to him, I was just like, fuck off. It always seems to nutmeg Ederson as well. He doesn't seem to do too well at 1v1s. I know I said he made a nice save versus Fofana, but he never really got the shot off. He just tried to dribble around him. Went exactly on the side. Ederson wanted him to. But when it comes to a 1v1 and they get a shot off, it always just seems to go under him or nutmeg him. It's really annoying. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying it's like, I saw it going into that. I'm just like, really? We're really going to lose this Leeds team who had 2 shots the whole game? And, you know, everybody on Twitter and Instagram saying, oh, Leeds won undeservedly. And all these, we're all pissed off. We have no one to blame but ourselves. I mean, this was a shocking performance when it came to the final end. Our passes weren't there. Sterling was not there. I mean, it was just bad overall when it came to that final third. And it's just, I'm one of those guys who tends to overthink things, and I feel like every win and every loss happens for a reason. I feel like most of them tend to happen for a reason. I'm not saying this is the start of Man City bottling the league, but it's definitely in the back of the head, like, oh, we're playing with hot water right now. I mean, we're playing with some really hot fire right now, and it's just so annoying. I just wanted Man City to win to start my perfect Saturday, but woke up to some bullshit. And this is not a video I wanted to make. I wanted my next video to be about Champions League. I wanted to talk about who I thought was going to go, how the performances. I mean, we had some crazy matches over the past week, but I didn't get time for it. And, of course, I have time for this BS, right? I always seem to have time for when Man City loses. But, you know what, let's talk about the Champions League a little bit since I'm here. So we won 2-1 versus Dortmund. And this is relating to this match because I think we could have scored more. I think it's a decent result though, just because they did deserve a goal. Who knows what would have happened if they would have tied it back on that outrageous call that the referee had. I mean, that's never a foul on Ederson. That is never a foul. That should have stood. Maybe things could have planned out differently, but it ended up 2-1. I think that's fine just because we did create a lot of chances. Everybody says Dortmund played well. Dortmund didn't really play well. We were just wasteful again, like we were today. I hate when people say this was a masterclass. Like everybody's saying the Leeds game was a masterclass by the coach. Hell no, it wasn't a fucking masterclass. We just couldn't finish. They're lucky it wasn't 4 or 5-1. But the same with Dortmund. I think we could have finished it 3-1. We had the ref on our side for once. Not for once, but Champions League, we always seem to get fucked somehow. But we had the ref on our side that game, obviously. And we still only finished 2-1. It's a bit disappointing because we're leaving the door open again for a team like Dortmund to take advantage and get past us somehow. I mean, we've seen it versus Lyon, we've seen it versus Monaco. And we're setting up that storyline. I always hate matches like these, especially when I'm going against a team that if they get through and they I just keep thinking of Haaland versus Mbappe, and I'm just like, oh, what a fucking headline that would be. But I don't want it to come true because if that's gonna happen, they have to get past my team. Yeah, I'm tired of this BS. I hate how we're just so unclinical. I mean, everybody seems to be a better finisher than us, than Sterling, than just anybody. I mean, like I said, we have to create 40 chances just for us to score 2-3 goals. Other teams can have 3 chances and score all their goals. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with us, but we just gotta be clinical because honestly, if we're not gonna win. That's the difference between Champions League finalists and us. We've seen it when it was Bayern versus PSG. PSG had 5 chances and they scored 3 goals. I mean, that's crazy. Bayern had 30 and they had 2 goals. They could have had a couple more, but if we get past Dortmund, we're either going to go against a really good side, Bayern, who's going to put the pressure back on us, and it can be back and forth, and it's just going to be whoever scores more goals. Well, that's how it always, but you know what I mean. It's going to be who can score the most goals, or going against PSG, who I am confident we can outplay, outpossess, create more. But we damn know that the trenches they create, they will score. They're gonna score them. So it's just gonna come to us being clinical, and that's gonna be what wins us the Champions League or what loses us the Champions League. So yeah, some really nervous times. I mean, this month could be the end of everything that we want to accomplish, or it could be, I mean, we could win the Premier League by the end of the month. We can have the Carabao Cup, and we can be in the final for the FA Cup, and we can be in the semifinal for the Champions. So this is a really big month. This end of the month is really big for us. So hopefully my next video, I'm happy and cheery that we just got into the semifinal and beat Spurs and beat Chelsea and put the final nail in the coffin in the Prem, but who knows. Until then, please like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what you think, and see you later.